it's over. Your team just lost the game to the underdog. Loose running off the chain, it's over. You got no backup to match us. This rap attack just a pack to smash us. It's over. Suckers are not ready to start betting. The newest of line and your crew never hard hitting.
Yo biker meis, welcome to our very first video of MotoGP 25 career mode, and we are at the category selection screen, and after thinking a long time about it, I will go for the option to start in the Moto 2, because in MotoGP 24 we started in the Moto 3, we skipped the Moto 2. So this time the Moto 2 will be our starting point for our career mode. And the good news is we can be teammates with Zonta van den Voorberg, our fellow Dutchman. So we will have an all-Dutch team in the Moto 2. Not even sure what the team is called, but I don't care. We are teammates with Zonta and we will want to go for Dutch glory. So I have been playing MotoGP 25 for a while now, and I must say it's a okay-ish edition. I prefer the 24, the physics of MotoGP 24, as in 25 the bike can behave a bit odd, and I think braking is overpowered in this game. You can brake very late and you can squeeze the brake very hard without crashing out. In comparison with GP24. Here you have it, our teammate Zonta van den Voorberg, which is cool helmet design. We also made a helmet design with the Dutch flag on the back, and on top we have the flag of Suriname. We will have to choose our path. Do we go for development, rivalry against ages, and for prestige against the Belgian rider Barry Baltus? I think we will go for development, as I want to start. Don't want to make it too hard in our first season. We will go for development and we will try to develop the bike as much as we can. First round will be Thailand, and I haven't seen this before, that we will start in Thailand. I think it's the first time this MotoGP season that they will start off in Thailand. If we look at the weather conditions, we see Q1 rainy conditions. So hopefully we can skip Q1 if we set a fast time in the practice session. Let's head out for the qualifying results.
The second Moto2 qualifying session comes to a close. The results you see on the screen correspond to riders' starting order on the grid tomorrow.
So we will be starting from pole, set the fastest lap in Q2 with a 1:34.5. It's a very decent lap, so can't complain. Difference of 5/10. And the other Dutchman qualifier starting from P12, and I don't even think our teammate is made it through to Q2, so we will start from pole. Let's head out for the race.
Good morning from Gavin Emmett at the Chang International Circuit. We are just on the outskirts of the city of Buriram and ready to bring you the Thai Grand Prix. In a few moments we'll move to the main straight to watch the start of the Moto2 race. The cameras are accompanying us to the starting grid, where engineers and mechanics are checking final details before the start. The weather is clear and temperatures are far from extreme. However, tyre wear will play a very important factor in today's race.
Okay, so our very first Moto 2 race here in MotoGP 25, and they recommend mediums, but during the practice sessions my mediums didn't want to turn on. They were staying very cold, and I did a couple of laps on the softs and they felt very good. They had a lot of grip, but will they last for the whole race? The race is 8 laps long, so will I go for it and go for the soft tires, or will I stay with the mediums? I think I will go for soft. The degrading seems to be a bit the same on the medium rear, so I will go for the soft rears. Yes, let's head out for the race.
All the riders are lined up on the starting grid. The countdown begins for the lights to go out. Just a few moments more and the Thai Grand Prix will begin.
Okay, red lights are on. We rev the engine up and we are ready for our very first race here in the Moto 2, and we are off. We have a good start, I think. Yes, we're still in the lead, heading for turn 1. Can we stay in front? Yes, we can. And like to pull away from the rest, and it seems like we are pulling away from the rest. Heading for turn 2, hard braking. Oh, I think we will go wide. Yes, we are going wide. No warning, however. And we stay in front of Gonzalez, who is in P2. Canet tucked in behind him in P3. And our teammate is nowhere to be seen. I think he's all the way in the back. I'll go wide again. Again, no track limit. I think I forgot to set it on strict. But one thing is for sure, we are pulling away from the others, and that was my plan all along, especially on the softs. I have to pull away in the early stage of the race, because if the degrade will hit, we have quite of a gap to the others to maintain it. I'll have to be fast the first couple of laps. Bad exit, very slow exit. But we finish our first lap. Ooh, wrong gear there, and we lose a lot of time to Gonzalez. First we messed up our exit in the final turn, and then we messed up our gearing in turn 1. We make up for it in turn 2, turn 3, I must say. We are slowly pulling away again. Braked way too early there. Go a bit wide. It between the lines. Got to keep an eye out for the gap. We are trying to pull away, but the final sector is the sector where we are the weakest. As we go wide. Oh, that's on the green. No track limit again. So I definitely forgot to change it, to set it to strict. Set the stewards to strict. As we go wide again. It's a very bad lap. Very worst start of my the third lap. Gonzalez is flying at the moment. He sets the fastest lap of 1:35.4. previous lap was 1:35.5, so we lost a couple of hundredths to Gonzalez. But now we are picking up the pace. Trying to make up for the mistakes we had in the previous lap, in the start of this lap. Another small mistake in gearing down. Downshifting, gearing down, I'm not sure what kind of word that is. But made a mistake in my downshift again. So lost a couple of hundredths, or tenths, a couple of tenths to Gonzalez again. And now again I have to make up for it in the middle sector, which is my strongest sector. Ramirez just crashed and he is out of the race. Wide again. Having a lot of trouble with the final turn, turn 12. Always have the feeling I'm losing a lot of speed, so I release the brakes and then we just overshoot our apex. I have to try to push the brakes a little longer there. Oh, that's a big moment. Almost lost the rear wheel, slipping out. Another crash. Can't see who it is. Oh, Arenas just crashed out of the race. So that's a pity. Small mistake again. And we lose another couple of tenths to Gonzalez again. So we really need to improve our final sector. Oh, a bit wide. Too late with downshifting. If you look at our tire degradation, it's going to be a tight one, that's for sure. We still have a pretty good amount of grip, but they are degrading very fast, with 2.5 more laps to go. Hopefully we can maintain it for the remaining laps. But I have to keep an eye out for Gonzalez because he's fast and he's coming. He's slowly closing the gap with us. Onshu just set the fastest lap of 1:34.9 and we are still in the 35s. Not sure what Gonzalez's lap times are. But we'll have to keep an eye out for our tires and for Gonzalez as we just messed up turn 10. Hard braking, can we hold the brakes? We go wide again. So turn 12 is really a big problem for us. It's much better in turn 1. But we lose a lot of time to Gonzalez. The gap is just 3/10 as we head for turn number 3. Oh, we go very wide. We cross right back and we stay in front of Gonzalez. But this penultimate lap and the final lap will be deciding one. Oh, as we go wide. Just one mistake and Gonzalez will take the lead from us. And I'm not sure if we can fight back. Ooh, that's a big mistake. Very bad exit and Gonzalez is through. He just took the lead from us. And we have to try to counter him as fast as possible because the others are already in my back. I don't connect and I don't want to lose Gonzalez in sight. We want to slow him down. We are right behind him. Ooh, go a bit wide again as we head for the final lap. Can we catch up with Gonzalez? Oh, there's Crusher behind Arbolino. Arbolino crashed in turn 1. And he's out of the race. Now hard braking for turn 3. We go for overtake on Gonzalez. It's a brilliant overtake. Coming from way back. And we make it stick. And can we stay in front of him? That's the big question. Can't afford myself to make another mistake as the gap is just 3/10. Oh, go a bit wide. Keeping it between the lines. Look at the gap shrinking. He's just right behind me. Oh, that's close. Taking a defensive line here. Again, keeping a short line to the apex, to the curbs, as we head for the final turn. Full throttle, hard braking. Can we keep it on the track? No, we will go wide. Will we keep it in front of Gonzalez? Yes, we did. There's a bit of cheating.
We'll go live to the Parc Fermé for interviews with the riders who made the podium. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the final standings of this Moto2 race.
There was a bit of cheating going very wide in the final turn. But yeah, we finished in front of Gonzalez, so we win our first Moto2 race, the Thailand Grand Prix. And it was a thrilling one. Didn't expect that, as I thought I was pulling away in the first couple of laps. But yeah, great race.
With the winner who blessed us with a perfect race today. In addition to the victory, this young man scored some very important points for the world standing.
Okay, so did they edit the Moto 2 podium celebration? In the previous titles it was absent. So did they add it in this edition? I hope so. But I doubt it, because no podium celebration. Maybe it's because they don't have the faces of the Moto 2 riders. But they should definitely add the Moto 2 faces and the Moto 3 faces of the riders. So this is also a new thing of MotoGP 25. I really like this kind of feature. So after every race, your track engineer will ask you how your bike was behaving and what area they should improve. And I thought the bike was okay, the frame was stable, but I didn't like the engine speed, so that's something they can work on, making the bike much faster. So that was our very first debrief after our very first Moto2 race, which we won. Yeah. Next round will be Grand Prix of Argentina. The one which was absent in MotoGP 24. So I need to practice a lot on this track. And hopefully we can score some more points, or maybe a podium, maybe our first place. We don't know. That will be for next episode. I want to thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the first race here in the Moto 2. And hopefully I will see you next time. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so. And see you next time for the next MotoGP 25 career mode. See ya!